video. Hi all, welcome back to Aston's channel. So it's been a long time. Yes, I had exams and all those things going on. So hope you all are doing good. The COVID cases increased, decreased, increased, decreased. So it's going like that. I hope you all are safe at your places. So today I've come up with another biology topic, and we all know that we have heard about this endocrine system, right? Endocrine system, we have heard it in many places. What is this endocrine system, and what is this all about? So today I won't be talking about endocrine system and its everything about it. So I will just give you, I'm going to specify on a particular gland. So there are totally 4 glands in endocrine system, and they are the thyroid gland. The second one is the pancreas. The third one is adrenal gland, and the fourth one is the pituitary gland. So in this video, we will be focusing on the pancreas. So now we have heard about endocrine system, pancreas, and all this, right? So actually, what is this all about? So endocrine system is nothing but this system has glands that secrete particular hormones for doing certain metabolism, certain functions in our body. Okay, so now when we specify in pancreas, okay, so when we see only pancreas, what is pancreas? So if we tell what is the pancreas, it is actually a gland that is coming under the endocrine system. Okay, so this is one of the glands in the endocrine system. And now where is this located? Where is this pancreas located? Is it near to the heart, or is it near to in the brain, or is it near our legs? Where is this actually, this pancreas located? What will you give if you find a question like tell the location of pancreas? So now pancreas is located just below the stomach. Okay, so if you give a like overall view of where is pancreas located, there are more defined ways of saying it, but as of now let us learn it as just below the stomach. Okay, pancreas is located just below the stomach. Now, so we saw when I told you about endocrine system, I told each gland secrete their hormones to perform particular functions. So like that, pancreas also secretes a particular hormone. So now let us see actually where is the pancreas. Whole thing is not belonging to the endocrine system. There is a part of pancreas which is called the endocrine part of pancreas. Okay, so the endocrine part of pancreas is called as the islets of Langerhans. Okay, so there is pancreas. It's the gland of the endocrine system, and a part of pancreas, not the whole gland. A part of pancreas is the endocrine part of the pancreas. So what is the name of the endocrine part of pancreas? It's nothing but islets of Langerhans. Okay, islets of Langerhans. Now, in islets of Langerhans, there are 2 specialized type of cell. There are 2 main cells. One is the alpha cells and one is the beta cells. Okay, one is alpha cells and beta cells. Now, both these cells secrete 2 different types of hormones. Okay, so there is alpha cell and beta cell, and both of them secrete 2 different types of hormones. So now we will be mostly, I will tell you about the alpha cells too, but today we will be, in this video, I will be specializing more on beta cells. So now beta cells, the hormone secreted by beta cell is a thing that we hear like all the time. It's a common word. It's not a big biological term or anything. Okay, it's a common word that we hear. Oh my God. Okay, when we have heard this thing is given to a patient when their sugar level becomes low, or when they have okay, I'll come to that point. So this, so you might have almost got an idea. So this is nothing but insulin. Insulin is secreted by the beta cells of islets of Langerhans in the pancreas. Okay. So now insulin, right? We have all heard about insulin. But actually, what is this insulin? Everybody, like whoever has sugar, okay, they are taking insulin. You have sugar, okay, take insulin, right? That's how we tell. Diabetes is the disease name, right? So if you have diabetes, you're taking insulin, because if it goes too low, if it is almost little less, somehow through balancing your diet you can make it proper. But if it goes too low or something, then you need to take insulin. But actually, what is this? What is insulin? We all know it is a hormone, but still, what are its functions? How is insulin level affecting the body, right? So now insulin, as we know, it is a so insulin, it's a hormone plus it is a protein. Okay, hormone, it is a protein. Okay, insulin is a protein. Now we all know patients take insulin by injections, right? Every day there's a particular dose, maybe every evening or the day, it is like a proper dose is given. But actually, why is insulin so much necessary to our body, right? So now insulin, as I told you, is a protein, and it has two main functions. Okay, insulin has two main functions. Now our body, okay, our body, what does it do? It always, when we consume food, right, when we take in food or any sort of when we consume anything, okay, when we consume something, we all know it gets digested, all the vitamins, all the nutrients, everything is absorbed, and it is some gets converted, it gets converted into glucose and so many things, right? Amino acid, proteins get converted into amino acid, and so many things, right? And for the respiration process in our body to happen, glucose is necessary, right? Glucose is nothing but C6H12O6, and it is necessary for respiration, right? So now if this glucose level, right, this is balanced, or it has some relation with insulin. So that is one of the functions of insulin, basically is depending on glucose. So the two main functions of insulin, the first one is insulin, okay, insulin promotes the body cells, okay, the body cells in our body, insulin promotes them or stimulates them or makes them it promotes the body cells to utilize the glucose. So now the glucose is in our blood, right? So now what happens? The insulin is making, okay, so insulin is making the body cells utilize this glucose from the blood. Okay, so so this is the first, it promotes the body cells to utilize glucose. And the second thing is, when there is excess glucose in our body, when there is so much glucose in our body, what happens? The glucose is converted into glycogen, right? Glucose is converted into glycogen. So now, when there is excess glucose, something should be there to stimulate this process. So the second main important point of insulin is, the function of insulin is, it also stimulates the conversion of excess glucose into glycogen. So first point, it makes the body cells utilize glucose, and second point is nothing but it stimulates the conversion of glycogen back to glucose into excess glucose into glycogen, right? So now you know the importance of insulin in our body. So when I come to the further points, you will know actually how does it affect. What if it goes low? What if it goes high? What is actually happening if there is no glucose getting utilized in our body, or excess glucose is not converting into glycogen? What will happen, right? So now now we learned till here. So now let us see, like when the insulin level in our body becomes less insulin, that is called as hyposecretion. HYPO, okay? Hyposecretion. Hyposecretion is nothing but less insulin in our body. Okay, there is less insulin in our body, and this condition, when there is less insulin getting secreted by the pancreas, is called as the hyposecretion. Hypo, always remember, hypo is for less and hyper is for high. So here it is hyposecretion because there is less insulin secreted in the body. So now, when there is less insulin, what will happen? There is more glucose. Glucose level is high in our blood, right? So there is more glucose because the process won't completely stop, but still it has reduced. When insulin becomes too low, the process has reduced very less. So less glucose is getting utilized, less glucose is getting converted. So what will happen? There is excess glucose in our body and there is no insulin even to convert it into glycogen. So what happened when there is excess glucose in our body somehow tends to remove this glucose. Obviously, too much glucose level is not good, right? Body cells are becoming weak and this glucose is simply there in the blood, right? Excess glucose, and our body is somehow trying to remove it out of the body. So body, this cannot just go out like that, right? So what happens? Body tends to remove this glucose through your urine. Okay, so body tends to remove all this excess glucose through your urine, okay, through the urinary system. It gets removed out of your body. It's going. Your glucose somehow your body is trying to put the glucose out of your body. And this condition where there is more glucose and when body tends to remove glucose through urine, that condition is called as hyperglycemia. Okay, so when there is hyposecretion, less insulin, it leads to more glucose level in the blood. That leads that makes the body tendency to remove the glucose through the urine, and this condition is called as hyperglycemia. Okay, so this condition is called as hyperglycemia. And then this hyperglycemia condition leads to a disease. Okay, this hyperglycemia condition leads to a disease called as I told you in the beginning, diabetes, right? This condition causes diabetes. Okay, hyperglycemia causes diabetes. And what is the full form of diabetes? Right, diabetes is not only a single word. The full form is diabetes mellitus. Okay, diabetes mellitus. Okay, diabetes mellitus. That's the full form. So now what are the symptoms? Don't get scared. Small children usually do not have it. It's according to how you consume food and how mostly seen in aged people. Right, the effect slowly comes. And what are the symptoms of this diabetes mellitus? How can you know, yes, okay, this person is suffering from diabetes mellitus? How, right? How do you get to know that he's from diabetes? Is it any blood test or what? How do you know? So there are few symptoms of diabetes mellitus. So the first point is, now we know that body tends to remove this excess glucose through urine. So what will be the first point? Frequent urination. There is frequent urination, tendency to just urinate. Okay, so there is frequent urination. That is the one symptom. Second symptom is when there is urine going out to our body, not only glucose is going, right? Only glucose won't get urinated. There is water level also going. Right, so our body becomes weak. And what happens when there is water level going, even water with the glucose, our water level in our body is decreasing. So what will happen? We will have tendency to drink more water. We will have thirst. The patient will feel thirsty. Frequent urination, very thirsty. And when the patient's water level goes down, what will happen? He'll become tired. He'll become dizzy. He will feel the body weakness, weight loss. All this will happen. Right. So this is what happens when your insulin level goes down. So how do you know what are the symptoms? One is frequent urination. The main two are frequent urination and thirstiness. And the other few symptoms are tiredness, body weakness, dizziness, weight loss. All these are the other symptoms. Okay. So now, why do everybody get your insulin doses injected into your body? Why can't you just consume it like a syrup or like a tablet? Just put little water and swallow it. Why do you need to keep on injecting it into your body? Right? It's better to drink it or consume it like a tablet, right? Or a capsule. That's better, right? But why only you are injecting it? So now, insulin, as I told you in the beginning, it is a protein. So what happens when you consume insulin? When you consume protein, what happens? It gets digested and converted into amino acids, right? So when you consume insulin, insulin will get digested and it will get converted. It is a protein. So it will get converted into amino acid, and amino acid will never act like a protein. So the effect of insulin to our body is not there. It's no more a protein. It's converted into amino acid, and amino acid will never behave like a protein. Right. So this is why we always inject insulin. Okay. And why is it a lifelong disease? Why can't it be curable? That is because still now there is no proper medicine to make the pancreas start secreting more insulin. So the only way to cure this disease is proper administration of dose. Administration of proper dose of insulin is only the treatment, because there is no other medicine that can make the pancreas secrete insulin. So it should be injected into your body in a proper dose and a proper timing, okay, given by doctors. So now that's why insulin should be consumed, not be consumed, and should be only injected. Okay, so that's all for today. And if you want the video of hypersecretion, when there is hypersecretion, when there is more insulin in our body, what happens, you can just comment down below. I will do the video. And thank you for seeing my video. Hope you all got to know a lot from this video. Hope you all got little knowledge, right? Okay, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's me, Aston Alexander, signing off. Have a great day.